To the side. The front view, man.
Well, you ought to tell me where to stand before I get started. Hey, y'all, this is the collector on the corner, and right there's a nut.
Be very, very quiet. I am trying to get a rescue rabbit. I'm going to nail him to the ground with this 12 gauge.
I think you will, Elmer J. Fudd.
I got this rabbit.
I'm glad I ain't got no rabbit ears
I got
on.
this rabbit that keeps getting in here.
Yep, I know you do. You complain about him constantly.
What do you got, John?
He's made the cucumbers bare
Last
naked.
night he ate all the leaves off the cucumbers.
There's a great big cucumber, darling.
Yeah, I'm leaving that, going to let it go to
seed.
seed.
Oh boy.
I like saving my own seeds when I can.
Dadgum, that.
Anyway, so I built a little fence around here. Maybe I'll keep him out of here.
He just jumps, sis.
Anyway, but I'm not intending to kill him with a shotgun. I don't want to kill anything unless I'm going to eat it. You don't want to eat rabbits this time of year. You can get tularemia because they can carry parasites and stuff and take cold weather before you want to eat wild rabbits.
Oh, really?
But
Anyway, he's going to trap it and take it over to our other place. Yep, see, he's been trying to trap.
I got these traps.
He's been trying to
And
trap
I had them baited with alfalfa pellets, and we have got the kind of rain everybody wants to have this time of year. It was a slow, gentle rain with no rain off, and it lasted for hours, and it put down 1.5 inches or so. But anyway, my alfalfa pellets I was baiting them with got wet, and I had to feed them to pigs. But anyway, I'm just going to try and trap him and take him over there across the river. I planted other stuff right there. Squash, beans, and corn where I dug my potatoes. I got all my potatoes dug. Right around here, I'm going to show them to you.
Boy, howdy, Grandpa. You need to weed in here.
I know it.
Bringing the lawnmower in here. Oh, he weeded right there. Okay, here's his taters.
That's what I dug right around here. That's the first basket I dug. I took that to the house, and Debbie done been cooking some of them.
Yeah, I've been cooking them.
And I don't believe in using them little potatoes for seed.
Well, some of them ain't little.
I know, but you want to use a bigger potato.
I know.
Just like that in there, it's got plenty of eyes on it. The bigger potato, it'll just make more.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I got a few of these russets or whites or whatever in there. They just come out that way. But I think I did pretty good.
I think you did pretty good, too.
I think I put down about 30 pounds of seed that we saved ourselves. We didn't buy our own seed potatoes this year.
Well, that looks like
that's a basket of littler ones.
Well, that looks like
there are a few
100
littler
pounds
ones in
there.
that first basket that I picked and brought to the house. But put them in a basket like that, the air can get around them. Especially if you don't put the little ones in there to fill the gaps. The air can get around them and they'll kind of season a little bit before you put them up for storage. You don't want to let them get rained on or get wet or nothing.
Okie dokie pokey. Whatever you say.
Well, I got some more.
He's got more.
We found some in there that had started growing. They kind of pruned up. They've got little roots on the bottom. And I put them soaking in water.
So Grandpa's gonna plant them.
Well, we still probably got another 90 days here in Arkansas.
Yeah, there's still some taters right there that's growing.
You know, maybe not that long, but we'll get to the end of October anyway. So what am I gonna do?
Yes.
What are you gonna do? And I'm gonna plant these that way. Move my hay out of the way.
Move your hay out of the way.
And I've got this deal. I didn't use this this spring.
That's because you couldn't find it. I told him that there's this thing called a shed. You put all your gardening tools in, and even your lawnmower. Because my daddy had one.
Okay, all I'm gonna do is that tater.
I
ain't gonna bury it.
He just
right on top of the ground.
Right on top of the ground.
Just like that.
He's going to push you down just
That's
a little
it.
bit.
This bucket right here,
Yassam,
that's wood ashes.
wood ashes.
What they do.
Good
what wood
Lord,
ashes
Grandma can't
does,
even walk.
Wood ashes is lime.
Wood ashes.
Yeah,
Yep.
got a lot of lime in it.
Yassam.
And I don't really want my potatoes to grow in the soil. I want them to grow on top. I don't want to dig them.
Nope, he don't want to dig them. He's a lazy bottom.
Oh, they just didn't. Our ground's so hard.
Well, I told
nothing
you
really
to add
grows down
some.
in it anyway.
I told you to add some sand to it.
Okay. I did that.
Okay.
Now what I got right here.
What have you got right there? Don't dig it.
That's sheep manure. Come out of our sheep shed.
Yes.
It's not been really composted.
Keep it to yourself.
Rabbit, sheep, goat manure, you do not have to compost it.
I can smell it.
I'm covering that up just like that.
That's what I think of it.
Then I'm going to throw that hay right back on top of it.
Yes, you're throwing the hay right back on top of it.
Check those potato vines out of the way.
Shake.
I
Boy.
got some that didn't. They're still growing.
Yes, I know. I said they're still growing.
And I'll go ahead and come out here. This ain't quite as good a soil as that back there.
Yes, this is it.
But last year, right alongside this old root cellar.
Why can't you go right over there and plant where?
Well, I can. I'm going to plant corn over there and squash and beans.
Oh,
Again.
okay. Again, okay.
Anyway, right along this root cellar right here, last year I had sunflowers.
I know.
And sunflowers are real good for drawing the zinc up out of the soil and making it available to your other plants. Anyway, so I had sunflowers in here, and then volunteer came. My sunflower seed, for some reason, I don't know what happened. I guess I neglected to get some diatomaceous earth in with it, and the weevils got in. It wasn't any good.
Yep.
With sunflowers, so I didn't buy any.
Yep.
So.
But these come up volunteer, and they're not sunflowers. They're just sunflower flowers.
All these old potato vines, I just throw them in over my compost heap.
Oh,
that's my cardboard. I
boy.
compost all my cardboard.
Yep.
And with that hay method,
Yes.
you'll get mice and voles and stuff in there.
Uh-huh.
And what I do is just like right here, I got this old piece of metal.
Yes,
See that hole right there? You see where they've been under there?
Yes, I can.
I'll put me a little piece of that one bite rat poison under there and poison that sucker.
Okay.
But he can run under there. And I keep this right here. See that right there?
Yes, I see that right
I
there.
put a little in there. That's big enough a rat can get in it.
Uh-huh.
I keep that covered up, and that way my pigeons and chickens don't go in there. They don't like going to dark places.
Ah.
Now
what?
Something I was going to do.
We
had a tree limb blow down.
Oh, yes, we did have a tree limb. And
we're going to go over and take care of that. I'll plant the rest of them potatoes after I do this video.
I heard
I got about 6
the
of
limb
them
fall.
potatoes.
It was pretty loud. Papa was sleeping. And there it is. You can see where it broke off. Poor Elmy.
Well, I got a good Chevy truck frame that's right underneath that. I don't want that falling on that truck frame.
Oh, bull hockey.
Put tank on it.
Bull hockey puck. If that's such a good Chevy frame, why isn't it on a Chevy truck?
Well, it was a Chevy truck. I took the cab off and sold it and this and that because I didn't have a title to it.
Oh.
I did not have a title to that truck, so I junked it.
Oh, so you've been using...
It was a rust.
Ha ha ha, your chain fell off.
I got my chain off.
Ha ha ha, you broke your saw.
But that was a 76 3/4 ton.
Uh-huh.
And it was a rust-free truck. It's dented, but it's rust-free.
Oh.
And I sold a whole lot of stuff off of it.
I'm just looking at poor Elmy.
Well, you get over here and I'm going to
My
hook
poor
it.
darling.
I got a chain hooked to it and a tractor, and I don't want you right here. I want you out here.
My
by your
poor
farm.
darling. I'm coming.
Come on up this way.
My poor Elmy.
I want
Okay, I'm going back in the house, people. That may not be safe either. He may pull on that and the whole tree may fall over. Well, hi, Mr. Goosey Woosey. Okay, I gotta stand way over here. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, there's my Pontiac. My 60 Pontiac. Poor baby. I'm having a memory. I'm going down memory lane. What's the name of that guy, Miles, on Cold War Motors?
There's not very much holding up there.
Is that his name, Miles on Cold War Motors?
Yeah.
I need to go visit him, see if
Debbie
he's...
wants that red Pontiac.
Yeah, see if he'll swap even.
He's got a nice red one.
Yes, pretty.
Of course, she don't want the engine transmission. It's 6-cylinder stick. She wants me to get that and put a 283 with a power glide in there.
Yes.
Automatic.
I know. I've turned into automatic lady.
Anyway.
I think it's called old age.
There's not very much holding at the tree there, and I've cut it off this way, and I don't want it falling on that truck frame, but I don't care if it falls on that old Lincoln.
Okay, well, get away. Go do it. Time's a wasting. Oh, sorry.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, you're afraid?
Dying.
Don't say that to her.
She lost 2 leaves this year.
2 leaves?
Tree, 2 limbs this year. And it's a female tree because we've got little elms sprouting up all over the place.
Yes, we do.
Pick one out and let it live.
Oh, poor
I've been
Elmy.
pulling them up.
Poor Elmy.
But hard to tell.
Can't we call that tree doctor and have him come out and fix her?
Back in the day when that public hanging, they may have hung somebody from that tree.
Well, that's okay. I wasn't around.
But anyway, I got no limb here. I'll see if I can get it to the store, and I'm gonna give her a little pull and see what happens.
Okay, there goes Papa. He hasn't started the tractor yet. And he's got the chain hooked up. Oh, he's trying. He didn't succeed. Yay! He did it! Okay, we're gonna get to see if the whole tree falls. Holy smoly, I'll probably get whacked in the head. Cause I ain't very good at running. Aww. Oh, sorry, I got to laugh at him. His chain. Come on, look. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. This is Mission Impossible. Yes, sir! Do 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 do. You think he looks like a Mission Impossible guy? Actually, I think he looks like Dudley Do-Right. Only in this case, Dudley Do-Wrong. Because his chain come unhooked. Uh-oh, that ain't gonna work. He should have took the chainsaw and cut down some of them limbs. Oh, I think he made it. Poor Elmy. I like Elmy. Okay. He might as well put his plowing thing down and do a little bit of plowing while he's at it. Or ripping up the soil. Oh, I see his jackhammer. Might as well jackhammer while he's out here. Attempt number 2. Starring Randy, the collector on the corner. And there goes the limb. And the tractor died. Yes, you probably better, because Elmy's not giving up. Elmy, you stand tall, girl. Yes, I talk to my trees. Oh, poor darling. Poor Elmy. Poor Elmy. Oh, sorry, I'm moving I was trying to help Randall by moving the camera. I don't think she wants to come. Oh, there she went. She give up. Sorry, Elmy. Sorry, darling. He's the one that did it. Aim your limbs toward him. Yeah, when we first moved here, he wanted to cut it down, and I wouldn't let him. I told him, don't you cut down Elmy. You leave her alone. She's a big old tree. And I like big trees.
I guess one of them top rims that guy's looking for.
Oh, boy, howdy. I done told Elmy to if she wants to get back, right there you are.
It landed on that Lincoln.
Boy, that was a big limb. Look at this.
Broke off.
Look at the size. It wasn't even windy when it did. It just.
That old Lincoln was a pretty good old car.
I know.
And I had it running, and Debbie said I'd drive that. And she drove it from over to the place we used to have down here, and there was a store here then. Drove a store and come back, and she said, that's like driving an ocean going ship. I don't think I want to drive it.
No, I didn't like
so
it.
I'd sit around.
I didn't like it at all.
And somebody come along and needed the automatic transmission. And I said, well, I got one on old Lincoln. And they drove it down the road and back, and was sure shifted and did light. So I sold the transmission out of it. Another guy come along and bought the motor out of it and put in his pickup. And I just junked it. I'm going to haul off for scrap, and I'm going to take the disc brake rear end out from under it before I do. The rest of it's going to scrap.
Well.
And that used to be a real nice car.
I know, but.
The old boy I used to run bulldozer for, that was his car at one time years ago.
Yes.
And he kept it just like brand new.
Yes.
It was a nice car.
Yes. Oh.
Anyway, I guess I'll tell one little war story. And that'll be the end of it.
It's about a Pontiac, Catalina.
My daddy.
And me and Miles getting together.
My daddy, when he was in England.
Nose to nose, fists fighting to see who gets to keep the red car.
They got some desirable item from them and that cook and this other guy, and they took off and they.
Yeah, you didn't told them all about that.
No, I didn't tell them about this one. They went to London.
You told them about the one.
They went to London. It was during the Blitz. And my dad was married, but you got to remember, they didn't think they was coming back.
It's no excuse.
Well, I know it. And my daddy was met this little English lass somewhere. They went up to where she was staying in a big building, motel or some kind of big building there in London. And he said a bomb went off and it blew them both out of bed onto the floor. And he said he got up and told her, he said, man, that was close. Yeah. And he said, they went right back to bed.
He was a cheating, you know what?
Yeah. And in the morning, he got up, and these little rooms didn't have a bathroom in it. The bathroom was down the hall. So he's going to go down the hall, and he opens that door and goes to step out, and there's nothing there. That whole other half of the building was gone. There wasn't nothing but a big hole in the ground. And he said, well, I heard that fire brigade out there last night, you know, spraying water and all that. And he said, I thought it was a building next to us, but it was one half of the building he was in. It was completely gone. But
anyway, that's your war story.
He didn't tell my mama that war story.
Oh,
he told it to me.
I wouldn't have told it either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Was I looking at my Pontiac again?
Well, you can look at that Pontiac all you want.
I can look at it. Yay!
You know what I need to do?
What do you
Buy you a 55-gallon barrel of Bondo, and you can build you a car.
Wow, I bet I could.
Green wire and Bondo.
Yes, and I could get me a couple of love seats and put in there.
You can even do better now. You can get pop rivets and pop rivet sheet metal or aluminum to them floor pans.
Oh, boy.
We used to always use sheet metal screws.
Now, listen here, Mr. Watts.
But anyway,
there used to be no challenge you couldn't take on. If you really wanted to, you could fix that up, but you don't want to.
It's starting to cool off, and I've got that tree.
Cool off? This is July. We still got August and September. Hot weather's still a-coming.
Well, I know it, but we're supposed to have a week of cool weather.
Oh, really?
And I've got a project going.
What's your project?
I've signed up for the No Name Nationals at Saxton, Missouri.
Uh-huh.
But my 55 Chevy...
It's not ready.
And they ain't going to let me race that thing because
I wouldn't either.
It don't have an interior. And
no, it doesn't.
It don't have a headliner, and it's got plexiglass rather than regular door glasses.
Can you spray paint the headliner and just make it look like a headliner, only spray paint?
Get some of that bed liner and put on the roof on the inside.
Yeah, something.
That's a headliner. But I don't know.
Get some of that
I've got
Flex
other
Seal.
things I can take, and I think I'm going to work on something else.
I know you got other things you can take.
But they got them AHRA World
That's
Road.
got interior in it, but it's kind of ratty.
Yeah. You control engine, transmission, and that.
Uh-huh. You'd have to pray you didn't put your feet down because you might drag them off.
I'll tell you what I got.
What do you got?
I've got a 400 motor.
No.
And a turbo 400 transmission behind it. I could slip down in there.
No.
Just like it is.
No.
And then instead of me being the driver, you could be the driver.
Yes, and you know what I would do?
What?
I would leave and go to Walmart.
Okay. Goodbye and good luck, y'all.
Yeah, thank y'all, and you have a great Pontiac day, Catalina, and I love my car, but Randy doesn't because it's not a 55 Chevy. Oh, Lord. Well, anyway, y'all have a great day, and it's Wednesday, and be sure and like and subscribe and comment below. Oh, what am I looking at weeds for? And like and subscribe and comment below and share with your friends, your neighbors, your people you don't like, your unfriends. Just share. Bye, y'all. You have a great day. Bye.